YouTube. Ha. I'm back. Death Count Rises with a few more vids. Cheers. Continuing the comic book thing. I mean, I have a lot more comic books. This is just a few, and so I got cut off in the last video. So let's continue it. This is the first appearance of the Scarecrow. Bam. Check it out. Here's a Jason Todd story. I think is first time he's like really in action in the in the costume. For those of you who don't know, Jason Todd was the second Robin who was killed by the Joker, and he was recently resurrected, and he goes by the identity the Red Hood. And then in the battle for the cowl thing, he tried to be the new Batman, but Dick Grayson beat him, which was good. But I'm not going to get into the whole thing. Okay, so this is the first appearance of Jason Todd. You see him stealing the hubcaps, the tires off the Batmobile. That's how Batman first came upon him. He should have known then he was bad news, but Batman's a pedophile. What's he going to do? Alright, here's the first appearance of Killer Croc, and Jason Todd, I think, is in this too. So, he has like a cameo. There it is. Here's a classic. Batman 608, the first Hush, and it's signed by Jim Lee. I went to a signing at Midtown Comics in Manhattan. I have the certificate of authenticity. It's actually in the Absolute edition of the Hush, which is also signed. And just to let you guys know, once again, I'm selling all of these, so let me know if you're interested, man. So some of these are really fucking cool. Signed, the variant edition of 608. The sketch cover. 612. Awesome sketch. Superman's like, blow me. Ha ha ha. No. Okay. Here's the regular 612 with the color. Here's the one of the first appearances, I think, of Tim Drake. This is Robin. That's like one of the first, I think. Don't quote me, man. Here's a classic cover. I think it's Neil Adams. Classic cover, classic book, number 244, Ra's al Ghul. You'll be seeing him again in the next Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises, which I'm really looking forward to. Introducing the new Boy Wonder, Robin. What a gay outfit, and Batman is loving it. He's checking out his ass, and he's loving it. Wow, comic books were kind of gay, like in the past, but whatever. They're classic. Spawn number 1, everyone thought this was going to be a big deal. It's really not. Cool character, underrated, bad movie. Let's go. Number 100, artwork by Alex Ross, my favorite comic artist, besides Jim Lee, and I actually have a poster, and Alex Ross's art book, which are both signed by him. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Death of Superman, Platinum Edition, the only one really that's actually worth something. You know, because it's limited. Platinum Edition, Death of Superman. Yes, I paid $75. Classic cover, classic book. Everybody dies in this shit. Besides the Sentinel. But he's not really alive unless you know, he's a fucking robot. But whatever. 142. Everybody dies. Including the reader. Okay. Classic Superman cover. Neil Adams. Wow. That's so iconic. He looks pretty gay, though, too. Wow. Okay. Superman, number 59. You know, I wanted this book before I got it for a long time, simply because I thought the cover was cool, man. Superman, you know, wrapping up his girl in the, in his cape. Actually, Lois looks like she's about to flash someone. You know. She wasn't really too hot back then, though. I think this is like late 80s, early 90s. She didn't start getting hot until recently. Thank you, Jim Lee. Wow, wow, wow. Another Superman crying comic book cover. He cries a lot. But, I mean, this was a pretty good reason to cry. I mean, his cousin died, you know. You know, what I always find funny is they call him like the last son of Krypton, which is true. They call him the last Kryptonian, but he's not, man. There's Supergirl. You know, and then there's General Zod. And then there's this one and that one. So he's not the last Kryptonian. He should be, though. It'd be cooler. Anyways. Here's a classic Spider-Man cover. $3.75. I actually stole this one from my brother. But, he'll never get it back. Okay. The newsstand edition. Everyone and their mother went out and bought this book, man. Like, this was the book that really... I mean, I was always into comics. I actually have a story where Superman actually saved my life. Because when I was a kid, I was wearing a red Superman hat, and I was at the beach, and I went under the water, and I couldn't get to the top, and the hat came off my head, and the lifeguard found me by finding my Superman hat. So, thank you, Superman, for saving my life. But this book, man, this book really, like, I was into comics, but not, like, crazy. You know, when this book and this whole storyline emerged, I mean, it got a lot of people into comics, and I was one of them. I was 10, and for my 10th birthday, I told my dad, this is what I want. I want this book. We went to the comic book store, and it was $10. And I remember the comic book guy telling me to save it, because it'll be worth a lot of money one day, and it ain't worth shit. If he would have stayed dead, it would have been worth something, but everyone and their mother went out and bought this book, thinking that they were going to put their kid through fucking college with this shit, and Jesus, you can't even buy your kid a fucking can of root beer with this book. Whatever. Great artwork, though. I love the fact that on each page is just one, like, picture. No, there's no boxes. Classic Wizard cover, man. It's my favorite one. Number 19. Let me show you this. You know, it opens, and you got fucking Sabretooth all wounded. He's hiding behind a rock. It looks like he's setting a trap for Wolverine, but Wolverine's onto him. So you can smell his fucking ass. Classic Wizard cover, man. Hold on, I'm gonna put this down for a minute. Fuck. Okay. Wolverine number uno. Hey, rookie. A few Death in the Family books, which lead to the death of Jason Todd. No one liked him anyway, if you guys remember. I didn't vote, but DC asked the fans to vote whether or not you wanted him to live or die, and it's obvious what they chose. No one liked that fucking asshole. There's a follow-up. Here's another classic cover. Classic Detective Comics book. It's from the reign. I don't know why this book is in here. You know, it don't deserve to be in here with the classics, but, you know, cool cover. I mean, I was really into the Reign of the Superman storyline. You know, when Superman came back, and there were like 4 of them, and you didn't know if one of them were the real ones. I mean, I remember being a kid thinking that the one with the visor, who later turned out to be the Eradicator, I thought he was the one, but he wasn't even the fucking one. So they gypped us all that it wasn't any of them, you fucking motherfuckers. But whatever. So, The Man Who Laughs. This is a Joker story. Kind of has a little origin. I haven't read it in a while. The original Killing Joke. Batgirl is paralyzed in this book, but who cares? You know, I do find funny, though, how Batgirl gets paralyzed and, like, no one could fix her, but Superman dies, he comes back, Batman gets his back broken by Bane, he comes back, like, whatever. The Dark Knight Returns, #1, Frank Miller. Thank you, God, for creating Frank Miller. Because he put the fucking coolness into comics. Before him, it was all that gay shit. Now, it's like, it's cool to be gay. No, I'm kidding, man. He put, like, some badass fucking material into comics, man, when no one else was doing it. Thank you. #2, Batman looks fucked up, but cool. Here's a black bag that I did not pay $40. I think I paid like $20 for this, and even I felt that was too high because I already got the platinum one, but whatever. Real quick, Year 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. What else we got in here? Bane breaking Batman's back. He'll be in the new Batman movie too. So, video's almost 10 minutes. I will say goodbye. Wait, real quick. Check out that guitar. Is that fucking cool or what? Yes, I did that myself. Bam. I'm a musician. Check my band, Reverb Nation. Search Hypoxia. So, Death Count Rises. Checking out. See y'all again real soon, man. And, you know, keep it real. Death Count Rises.